soaps now, and last night a new Sugden made his dramatic debut on the Dales, but will he be welcomed into the family with open arms when his half-sister Victoria discovers his true identity tonight?
I didn't realise that you were Barbara's son. Eric Pollard. Your mother and I go way back.
John Sugden. Excuse me.
Wait, did he just say...
Yeah, he did. Oliver Farnworth, who plays, of course, John Sugden, joins us now. Lovely to see you, Oliver.
Thank you.
He's created a bit of an impact already, and he's been there for 5 minutes.
Yeah, his opening gambit is pretty strong, I think, as from last night's episode. And then, as we can see from the clip today, we find out a lot about him quite early on, but there's a really kind of enigmatic side to him as well. I mean, I've been filming for 2 months now, and there's a lot of stuff I can't talk about, but really that is the tip of the iceberg because it's an absolute roller coaster.
Really?
Yeah.
OK, so like we say, he's there to ruffle feathers.
Yeah, and he's slap bang in the middle of the Sugdens and the Dingles, so what a better place to be for drama, really.
Because, of course, John is Robert Sugden's half-brother then as well, who we know is in prison at the minute because he attacked Victoria's attacker, well, killed him, in fact. So he's in prison. But more importantly, Robert was in a relationship with Aaron Dingle. And we saw last night that your character and Aaron had a little bit of a thing.
A little frisson, yes. Yeah, and I think for John, his character, like I said, he's very enigmatic, very matter-of-fact about things. So I think he just sees that as details, whereas everyone else is like, hang on a minute, you're Robert's half-brother. What's going on?
What's going on?
Yeah.
But he does seem a bit detached almost, isn't it? He's sort of there. He doesn't really maybe care what people think. He'll say what he thinks, and that obviously is going to upset a lot of people along the way.
Yeah, and he sees himself there by default. You know, he's turned up for his mother's funeral. He's had a kind of hookup with Aaron. And then a few things happen that kind of force him to be stuck in the village with these people, and all he wants is out. He's not interested. I think he's kind of come to terms with the fact that he's very happy on his own, he's very comfortable in his own skin, and he doesn't really need people around him in life. But the people that he finds himself around think otherwise.
That's a good foundation for the next couple of months, isn't it?
It really is.
What have you made of making the shift to the Dales? What's it been like in the Emmerdale family?
I mean, it really is a magical place. It's fantastic because we shoot in the studio, which is great, all studio-based stuff where all the sets are, the interiors. But then kind of 2 or 3 days a week, you get to go on this kind of almost like magical school trip up to this beautiful village that's been recreated in the middle of nowhere in rural Yorkshire. And it just is stunning. It's absolutely gorgeous. And the people, fantastic. Yeah,
because again, it's just one of these things. You live soaps, don't you? You feel like you know everyone and suddenly you're in it. It's that strange position and all of a sudden, doesn't it?
And you can never prepare for your first scene in the Woolpack because it's iconic. Fortunately, I think I only had 2 lines in mind because I was like... but it was
a nice little starter session.
But everyone is, like, so welcoming.
And how does it compare to Coronation Street?
Well, I mean, again, family, it really is a kind of as welcoming a place. The schedule is equally as demanding at times because we film a lot, but everyone there is as professional and as up for a laugh, and it's just like a warm embrace.
Yeah, I mean, poor Andy and Corey, of course, didn't really deserve to go. He sort of technically died twice.
Twice, yeah. I mean, not many people can say that they've died twice on screen, but
not at the hands of Pat Phelan.
Well, if you get involved with Pat Phelan, you know, but you know, he got his comeuppance in the end, and it was actually fun because I was touring a show last year with Les Dennis, and we toured to Plymouth, and we actually met Connor, who plays Pat, and we had a drink with him after he came to see the show, and we've all got a picture of us, all of us dead, but happy.
Dead but happy together, resurrected. So you've kind of conquered the north in terms of Soapland, I think, at this point.
Well, yeah.
I think it's fair to say that.
I'm more than happy there.
And we know, of course, your partner, Samantha Womack, she's conquered the south with EastEnders. We know that too.
Legend.
An absolute, complete and utter legend. And we know, sadly, she did talk about her cancer diagnosis. That was back in 2022, unfortunately. But she's doing well now, isn't she?
She's doing incredibly well. I've got to say a massive shout out to her. And lots of love. But she's just been so kind of strong and determined through it. I mean, I was just thinking, when she got her diagnosis, she didn't have any symptoms. It was a routine checkup, and she just kind of felt something, but she couldn't feel anything physically. And we were very lucky because they detected quite a high grade of cancer, and we were able to deal with that quite quickly. But she then went through the chemo and the radio, and it was her final radio sessions, and she was determined to finish the show she was in at the time, Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, and that coincided with us moving to Spain. So she was having radiotherapy, moving house, and doing a West End show, and just dealt with it so kind of bravely and strongly, with so much dignity and just determination. So in awe of her.
At a tough time, but like you say, she was built to in some way try to cope with it, because she had a lot on at that time. It's why our Change and Check campaign, which started here in the show a few years ago now, Oliver, it's just so important, isn't it, to continue to talk about it. I know Samantha will feel very passionately about that. We have to just keep on it all of the time.
Absolutely. And even if you get a message for a routine mammogram, routine checkup, anything like that, and you think, oh, it's fine, go. Just go, because prevention
Samantha's the absolute, she personifies why you have to go,
Completely.
Exactly right. Well, please send her our love. I'm so glad she's doing
will.
well. We very much look forward to see what's going to happen in this Sugden family now in the next couple of weeks and months. Have you been filming for a couple of months?
Oh, there's a lot to come.
There's a lot to come, I know.
At the moment, but
You've done very well.
Super exciting.
No spoilers here just yet. Thank you so much, Oliver.
Thank you.
Great to see you. And Emmerdale, of course, continues tonight at 7:30 on ITV1.